And the Atma Nirbhar pardon? See, that is the problem. You see, you don't understand that we speak different languages. Either it can be in English or you can have it in regional languages, so all of us can say it. சரி, இனிமேல தமிழ்லே பேசுறேன், புரியுதான்னு சொல்லுங்க.
Obviously, we've seen this happening over the years that they threaten the opposition journalists and social workers and the opposition politicians. If you join the BJP, of course, everything is whitewashed and the cases are not pressed or they just die. But when you are in the opposition, then cases without an iota of truth in them are pressed against politicians and so many arrests. This is the second chief minister and already the deputy CM has been in jail for more than a year. Kavita has been arrested. So this is and we have Sanjeev Balaji. I'm not going to get into the case details. I'm just saying bail is the norm. He's been kept in jail without any rhyme or reason for so many months. It's nearly a year. So I think it's totally unfair, and other countries have to. It's so shameful. I think it is not, everybody has been harassed. It's not the West Bengal chief minister, people around her have been harassed. DMK cases have been taken so far. It's not just one single person. It's happening in all the opposition political parties. We've seen that recently. All the accounts of Congress party has been frozen. So that is also has been during election time. Freezing accounts is try to disaggregate the party when the funds are completely frozen. It becomes very difficult for a lot of work. It's by harassing all the leaders and all the parties, using income tax, CBI and ED, icing everybody. I think its only intention is to harass and make sure that they think by doing all this, the leaders will quieten and will not fight the election the way they do that. But I think people also understand what is going on. I don't think the Congress or any of the opposition parties wanted the electoral bonds. It was the BJP who brought it in and passed it in Parliament. And maybe the different parties have taken money through the electoral bonds, but nobody has harassed, threatened people, filed cases, and few days after that taken money from frauds. That I don't think has happened to any party. So these are the doubts which are being raised everywhere. I think people through the entire country have connected with him. When you see videos, you see how much faith and trust they have in him, and it's very nice that people have found a leader who listens. Otherwise, we've been having a leadership government prime minister who does not want to listen to anything. So I think it's a very positive thing that there's a leader who listens, and I think there's a decency and decorum about his politics, which is the need of the hour. We've seen so many elections when Prime Minister candidate was not announced earlier, and the decision was made after the elections. So I think with so many parties together, I think the decision will be made after the elections, or maybe closer to the elections. Most of the political parties decided this is not the most important thing. Being together and fighting to keep the country as it was envisioned by our founding fathers is much more important. And having a secular country and where people have the freedom of expression and saving the democracy and the constitution. These are the most important things. That is one of their methods, and I think they can threaten DMK and our leaders by doing that. I mean, I've faced much more, and I don't think I will withdraw back. There are challenges to BJP also. Now they are contesting alone in Punjab. They don't know all their allies in Mumbai. Same thing, their most trusted ally, the AIADMK in Tamil Nadu, their long-term ally has moved away. They don't want to have anything to do with it. So BJP is also seeing that people don't want to be seen with them. So they don't want to even be part of the alliance. So I think that shows that it's not going to be easy for the BJP. And I'm sure people are, as we see what's happening to the farmers. Farmers are unhappy with this government, workers are unhappy with this government. And how long can you use religion for your own political means? People will understand that you're just using them and using religion, and you're not doing anything for them. So it's not a government project. It is a trust which has built the temple. So why should the government actually say that we built the temple? So you did not build the temple. Maybe the BJP as a party supported it. But this is not an accomplishment of the BJP government. And people don't pay in the temple, and people believe in religion, but it's a very personal thing. I'm sure people have started understanding that religion is very different from development. So everything is which they promised has not been delivered, and in the petrol prices, the gas cylinder prices, everything, people are suffering because of inflation. I think that is more important. Farmers' bills, labour portals, and we know how much of the days in Parliament are shrinking. It's funny that somebody who has been made, a party which has been named, and a government which has been named by the CHM, for unbelievable kinds of corruption. 250 crores for a road, not even the entire road. So this kind of corruption, and what happened to the Prime Minister's medical insurance scheme, these are all shocking. And of course, the electoral bonds. And it's shocking that after all this, the Prime Minister kept out anybody else around. He has legalized corruption. And when you talk about dynastic politics, this is the only thing we can keep talking about. I think one example is in Kolkata, we have so many industries, so many business people here who travel abroad quite often. And we've been asking for an international aid and connectivity. We've always said it's not possible. But in 10 days, for a wedding, you could create a international airport. So, who's talking about corruption? Who's talking about dynasty? When a dynasty supports you, isn't that called dynastic politics? I think the UPA government believed in dialogue and discussion, and they believed that it was their duty to answer questions raised in Parliament, and it was their duty that whatever, even the question hour or 0 hours when we raised issues, the government did respond to us and responded to us in a language we could understand. But today, when you're in Parliament for the past 2 terms, and I'm in the Rajya Sabha and in the Lok Sabha, slowly I see a total deterioration of democratic values and what Parliament stands for. I don't see ministers taking the question as seriously. And I remember that when a minister does not answer a question raised or supplementary raised, the way it should be answered, they're deviating. I've seen people in the chair, especially the Vice President or the Lok Sabha Speaker, intervening and saying that answer the question. This is not the answer. Today, nobody does that. It is that the chair does not protect the member. The chair only protects the treasury benches. And you cannot raise anything against the government. And you see that Tamil will say, Iman Rals Revasa. They follow the same thing, like even when you stand up to ask a question or step into the well, they say that you're suspended. So where is the democracy? Where is what the Parliament is supposed to do? The country supported the BJP, and they had 300 in the Lok Sabha. The opposition were very small in numbers. If you have a good number of opposing MPs, I'm sure you'll be able to stop bills which are anti-national and anti-people. But in spite of having numbers, the AIADMK and the then Chief Minister supported all the bills which the BJP government brought, which they could have easily stopped by voting against it. But they supported it, and because of their vote, many have got constitutional bills were passed. So this is primarily what an MP has to do. And it is, yes, because when we want funds for the states, when we ask for it, when we speak about it, and I will not say that they give it to us because we're raising it in Parliament. Yesterday when the CM was here, he said the Prime Minister spoke to him and there were floods in Pune and Mumbai, and he said he will definitely release funds. But till today, not 1 rupee has come to the market. So when a Chief Minister of a state represents an issue, the Prime Minister says he will give promises, and the Home Minister promised that by February 28th funds will be released to Tamil Nadu. A group of all party MPs who I don't know them. But we haven't got anything to do. So if they are hell-bent on not helping or supporting or creating issues for all the non-BJP states. But in spite of that, we don't get problems. Because we keep asking, we keep insisting, we don't give up. Even the Kuleshekar rocket launching plan, I think I've been at it for more than 10 years. So it's not that we have not been able to do anything. Yeah. But then, of course, the BJP puts in as many hurdles as possible. I don't think it's just Tamil Nadu. They do all the non-BJP states. And maybe, of course, Tamil Nadu has a special place in their hearts because they know that they'll never find be able to come to power. A lot of things, women when they go out, they have to again, ask permission and ask for money for the bus, and people will say you're wasting money, even if they want to go to a class or go to meet their parents or whatever they want. But today, when there is a free bus, it ensures that they have the freedom of movement. They can go out, they can feel that they have a right. And so I think that has also shown them that how much freedom of movement is to them. Women who have experienced that have started understanding what the DMK government is doing for them. The Pune the 1,000 rupees all these things have made women understand. So I think many of them would like to are supporting the DMK and would like to go through the DMK and they want to see it. This is the party which is always found fault. They and their organizations have said that don't give women cell phones, don't let them go out. They've committed about the clothes they wear and say that this is why women are targeted, women are prone to sexual violence, and this is what they've been propagating. So this is how they would respond. And you see in Manipur, the Prime Minister has been visiting all parts of the world and different parts of the country regularly. And the only place I think he doesn't come to is Parliamentary. The other place seems to be Manipur. Because he's there in Tamil Nadu every second day. But he hasn't found time to go to Manipur. You can't see those women and reach out to the women who are in the camps, even mothers. people, there are children without milk, without proper food. NGOs and support groups are ensuring that they get some food. They will not have clothes, basic needs are not met. I mean, both the groups, I'm not just saying one side is affected. Everybody was affected. Who did we reach out to? Who saved me the ocean? And till today it is going on. It's a very sexist thing to say, but they assume that gas cylinders are only fine. See, they promise that women will be given subsidy for the gas cylinders. Where are the subsidies? When BJP came to power in 14, the gas cylinders price was 410. Today it is 1,103. And of course, great gift for Women's Day was 100 rupees of the gas cylinder. That is what they think women should be doing, cooking. But then, has the promise been kept up? Nothing. Same thing. They said the BJP every manifesto said that the women's reservation will be bigger. And we saw what kind of bill they brought in the past. Do you know any number which will be implemented? The census. Then after that, they will delimitation will be done, and then women's reservation. First, we don't know when the census will start and how long it will take. And then delimitations, I think many states have objections to it. And they will go to court. How do you do this? So these are the promises which will never be implemented or which will never see the light of day. Like the 15 lakhs. See, there is nothing called Modi guarantee. When he guarantees something, it's never. That is the BJP. 400, yes, everybody can wish for any number. They get up in their entire, they can wish that more opposition parliamentary movements.